Very good evening, friends. This side Rahul Magan here is a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. As we speak, on 5th July 2021, Treasury Consulting is a multinational headquartered group based out Singapore. We have offices in India, Singapore, Hong Kong. More importantly, we are a 100% cash rich group and not backed up by any venture capitalist. You know how it works. You just take the money from the venture capitalist, sell your product and losses, and then claims to be a unicorn. This is how it is happening. Anyways, we don't believe in that. We believe in facts. We believe in growing our own money. You know that I worked as a corporate treasurer for American companies for 10 years. So I am having an access to a lot of information which generally never comes in public domain. And I'm not the kind of person who gets the information and who tends to ignore that information. To be honest, I am a kind of person who loves to read that information as maximum as possible. Of course, time is definitely a constraint. I agree to it. Today we got a report from Care Ratings. I don't think I need to tell you who is Care Ratings. By the way, it's not about Care Ratings, it's about Standard and Poor, Moody, Fitch, or any other rating agency. You know how exactly they work. I request you to watch a movie. I think the name of a movie is The Wolf of Wall Street. It's a Hollywood movie and it is based on 2008 financial crash, whereby one of the rating agencies told on the face of two people that if we do not give a good rating to this company, then our competitor will give this rating, so we lose the business. And by the way, this is how the rating agencies actually work. In strictly since 2018, not about India, we have seen so many cases when the rating agencies were themselves not aware that what the hell is going in the system. Even one day before the global financial crash, and I would request you to watch a very good movie which is known as Margin Call. It's again a Hollywood based movie. I think it is on Netflix or maybe on Amazon. You can search yourself. So either of that. Margin Call will tell you that even one day before the crash, the rating agencies were not aware that what the hell is going inside the system, and rest is history. That when the financial market crashed, millions and millions of investors lost a huge amount of money. Even today, around 13 years ahead the financial crash, the world is not aware, or we not been able to compute the total losses incurred during the great financial crash 2008. In fact, today and in the earlier video, I also mentioned that the Bank for International Settlement BIS also mentioned also linked their third scenario with great financial crash GFC. So we know how the rating agency works. In fact, to be honest and with due respect, I'm very straight and clear that when it comes to rating agency or the big four audit, more or less they are same thing. We have seen many a times that rating agencies and the big four audits, they audited, they gave superior ratings, and rest is history. Yes Bank, PMC, Infrastructure Leasing Financial Services, Diwan Housing, and the list is endless. To be honest, list is endless. The list is too long that if I take a pad and start writing name one by one, then I might not be able to conclude it, to be very honest. So guys, there is all the credit rating agencies of the globe, they have their customers. Now how exactly it works is that sometimes they have more than one customer. Sometimes a customer is common to multiple credit ratings, so this is definitely not a very unique thing. So example, there is a customer who is doing one form of rating with Standard & Poor, one form of rating with say Fitch, one form of rating with Moody's, and maybe separate rating agencies. So this is not a very unique thing that there is a customer and who is having all three credit rating agencies on the board. Rather, The high and the reality fact is that whenever the rating agencies, whenever a customer, why a customer have multiple credit rating agencies on the board. The customers love to have multiple credit rating agencies on the board because they can bargain the rating, which is known as bargaining of the rating. Now, what do you mean by bargaining of the rating? Now, bargaining of the rating means that I wanted to issue NCD, non-convertible debenture, and I want AA plus. One credit rating agency is saying, no, I will not give you AA plus. I will increase the invoice amount. Now, invoice amount means the fees, and the second credit rating agency will give me. The novice investors worldwide do not understand this. They will only look at the credit rating and they invest in these bonds. In fact, strictly speaking, in the world of mutual funds, the portfolio managers are boasting that 80-85% of the fund is invested in the AA or AAA plus credit rating, but you know the hard reality. So today we got a news from Care Ratings, and there is a ratio called credit ratio. Now, first let me explain what is credit ratio. Suppose there is a credit rating called Standard and Poor, and this credit rating there is definitely Standard and Poor, and suppose they are handling 1,000 customers. Out of 1,000 customers, they have upgrades and downgrades. Basically, the people, those who upgraded and those who downgraded. Okay, that happens, right? Because of the financial conditions that happen, to be honest. One is known as modified credit rating, now, or modified credit ratio. Now, what is modified credit rating? I'm just taking a hypothetical example. It's just a pure, strictly hypothetical example, right? Don't treat this as a live example. We have a company called Apple. I don't think we need to introduce Apple. Practically speaking, Apple is a cash-rich company, wonderful company, strong balance sheet, my favorite company. In short, suppose just a hypothetical example, Apple is AA plus credit rating, and Apple launched iPhone 13, assuming. And assuming iPhone 13 worked very well, fantastic, huge results, huge orders, people just love it. Of course, Apple get more money, Apple get more orders, their vendors who are booking the orders, they get more business. Good for Apple, good for vendors. So Apple is AA plus, Apple would be upgraded to A. AA plus, Apple would be upgraded to AAA. Now this is the modified credit rating, which means that there is an upgrade in the Apple from AA plus to AAA. Assuming, just again hypothetical example, Apple launched iPhone 13, people don't like it, not a good phone, not a good feature, expensive. And this led to a very drastic fall in the business of Apple. And suppose Apple business fell by 10%, assuming, and there is a huge negative repercussions on the Apple stock price. As we speak, Apple is around $126 nearby, and it would come down to say 80. It will reduce, it will downgrade to AA plus to AA. Now, there is a ratio called modified credit ratio. Apple is not the only client of Standard & Poor. Standard & Poor having 1,000 clients. Hypothetical example, right? I even don't have time to go to their balance sheet and check how many clients they have, to be honest. Out of 1,000 clients on a quarter basis, they do this exercise. Some get upgrade, some get downgrade. Common sense, Now what happens? Suppose, let me take a pen. Before quarter one, the ratio out of 1,000 is 400 to 600, which means that 400 upgraded, 600 downgraded, right? Which means around 66%. Suppose the next quarter, the ratio is 600 to 400, which means 200 more upgraded, of course downgraded are less, common sense, which means that 1.25%, more than 1%. It means that The credit quality in the system is increasing. Stupidity. Isn't this is height of stupidity, to be honest? Now, what is the height of stupidity is that the research report suggests it means the credit quality is improving. No, guys, we are ignoring the quantum impact example. There is a company, I'm just taking a hypothetical example. There is a company called XYZ Inc. based in New York, right? XYZ Inc. based in New York. Now, this company having $100 billion of debt in the books, and it is downgraded. This one company debt, if default, would lead to the equivalent default of 150 companies. Getting my point, what I wanted to say. The research reports always point out that if there is an increase in the modified credit ratio, which means the upgrades are more than the downgrades, it means the credit quality is improving. This is absolutely incorrect. We are ignoring the quantum impact. Let's assume there is a company called XYZ Inc. who having $100 billion worth of debt in the books, and if they default, this is equal to 150 company debt. So this is the first stupidity you see in the research reports, but no one is able to point it out. According to the statistics available by ICRA Credit Ratings, and especially compared to India, in the quarter 121, the modified credit ratio was 0.88, while in the quarter 2 it is 0.96. In the quarter 3 it is around 1.01, which is, I would say, April 20, June 20, September 20, December 20, and this is March 21. So in April 20, the ratio was 0.88. In June 20, it was 0.96. In September, it is 1.01. In December, it is 1.03. As we speak, in March, it is 1.04. So June number is not available as yet. Apparently speaking, it looks like that the credit quality is upgrading. But Indian companies are raising a huge amount of money. And very soon you will get a realistic picture. A debt trap is building up in the system, and very soon the debt trap will burst because the third wave is not very far. As I speak, the British Prime Minister gave a statement to the people of Britain that use your judgment, you would like to open Britain or not. The Britain will take a final call. And you know that what is happening in India. Fiscal deficit, current account deficit, trade deficit, net international investment position, and there are hell lot of factors. We always see only one part of the coin. What we not see is the other part of the coin. That's very important. This is Rahul from Treasury Consulting Group. You know my personal number, which is +91 9899 242 978. Have a great time. Bye.